Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we've got another LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7 video for you. This one happens to be Level 9, A Not So Merry Christmas. Free play! Character requirements are going to be the same as per usual. One strong, one dark magic, one key character, and of course you also need a strong character to get past some of the story elements of this level. So it'll probably give you the repair character. We chose the strong character, as you'll see in a second. We hopped on our magic carpet over here. We're going to go ahead and choose A Not So Merry Christmas, which is the uppermost right level to select, and of course free play is the selection of choice. And as we already promised, we're going to choose our strong character because well, reading over our notes, we didn't need a character for repair, but as it turns out, we do. In fact, it's right there in front of us where we're standing. We'll get to that in a minute, though. First, we're going to start off by going for the old blue or Ravenclaw house crest piece, and that one's going to be found by taking out 4 rubber duckies in the shed. 3 of them are going to be right in front of you, right as you spawn, 1 in the middle, 1 on either side, and the third and final one is going to be in the back right corner inside this weird kind of like halfway fish tank. Get all 4 and collect your house crest piece. Next up, we're going to actually need a character with some dark magic, and you might have noticed there's a telly over on the left-hand side that's not getting very good reception, and we're going to go ahead and manipulate those bunny ears here, so... Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh, we tuned in, and oh no, that's not what we were after. That's what we were after. We'll go ahead and collect our house crest piece, which happens to be the old Slytherin. And look at that, booyakasha, we're only a minute and a half or so into this, and we've already got 2 of the collectibles. So, yeah, next up is going to be in a minute or so, so we recommend you might use those quick links if you're simply here for those collectibles. Now, if you are just kind of hanging out and want to see how this level is completed, of course, we're going to show you how to do that. So, as you might have noticed, there are 3 items up on the top of our screen in the middle that are needing a check mark on them, and we've already got one. It was simply for taking out some items on the left-hand side and grabbing what appears to be a shirt and throwing it in the old washing machine. Next up was the hat, which is in the back right corner inside that cage, or I guess it's more of a cabinet there. And the third and final one is actually going to require the repair. And I kind of had a moment of freak out right here, and I was like, oh no, I don't have a repair guy. But yes, I do. And we build this weird Wally looking thing here. Doesn't it look like Wally? I mean, am I tripping? I mean, I know it's got legs and it's a little different, but I mean, it's got like the head and everything kind of looks like Wally. All right, moving along. There is another repair bit right here on the back side of the table. You can see I am swinging my blue wrench, getting my repair on. And this one turns out to be, wait for it, it's a vacuum? Okay, it's little kind of like DJ Roomba, but not quite. And look at this, we got some bits after it goes kaplooey. And we're gonna build this up, and it's a sewing machine. And I gotta just give a quick shout out here as I'm sewing up some pants. My buddy Ryan came and kind of helped me out today by reading my notes to me. It's a little bit easier than just trying to read and play at the same time. So shout out to Priziggity. Thanks, buddy, for coming and helping me out. It made it easier to get through a whole bunch of levels. So yeah, thanks to him, we should get quite a few out in the next day or two. And speaking of getting them out, we actually got outside, and right as we got out there, there was a deluminator lamp right there. So we switched to Ron, pulled out the deluminator, and we've actually gone just south of the house, kind of southwest, really. And booyakasha, there was another light there that we lit up, and a flower appeared, which gave us the old ability to float through the sky, and we collected a character token, which happened to be Bill Weasley, the wedding edition, so that was nice. Now, I have to be honest, there's a little bit of a user error moment going on right here, and okay, so I know that this little shed here requires an orange handle, and I know that once we get inside that orange handle, there's some Quibbler access, and so anyway, we need our 3D goggles to advance, but in order to advance, we need an orange handle to go ahead and rip that shed door off. And I knew it had something to do with that pile of logs in the back left corner, but you probably noticed, ooh, there's purple. You probably noticed that I actually walked up to it and tried to hit it quite a few times, and I'm pretty sure I had Leviosa up, because I was sure that I had to lift it up. But it wouldn't let me, and so I'm like running around like crazy going, all right, what do we do, what do we do, what do we, and I'm hitting it. See, I even got Leviosa out, I'm like, gosh, but it didn't give me the little floaty icons to pick things up like it normally does when, so anyways, I don't want to blame it on the game. It's totally me. I knew what needed to be done, but it wasn't working, so I kind of went into panic mode. And eventually, I think we're getting pretty close here. About 5, 4, 3, 2, bleak shell. Look at that. We tried it finally. And my buddy, like I was just saying, my buddy Ryan was here helping me out. And I was like, you know, gosh, I know. And as soon as it happened, I was like, see, I told you. Because he thought I didn't know what I was doing. He was making fun of me going, yeah, you act like you know what you're doing. Boy, if these people only knew. But look at that. I was right the whole time. The game was just messing with me. So we've switched to our character with the digging ability, which happens to be the same as our strong character. So we're going to toggle back and forth between human and werewolf here. And you can see we've dug up the handle, we've attached it, and now we need to get strong again. So we ripped that off, and look at that. Now we got a quibbler inside here. So we're going to go ahead and open that up and grab our 3D goggles or our Spectre specs. I know somebody out there is going to go, the 3D goggles. I'm just having fun, just playing with it. So, all right, we picked it up. We've got a crank now, and we're going to go ahead and attach that to this weird kind of sewing press. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but you got to spin to win, baby, spin to win. So look at that. We're going to go ahead and squeeze out a character token for Molly Weasley. Little squeezely for the Weasley, huh? All right, that was terrible. All right, so Spectre Specs also come in handy over on the right-hand side by the main fire. There should be some bouncing bricks that will allow you to kind of complete this. Well, it's actually part of it. It's the water fountain part. It's kind of like an old-timey fire truck here, or I guess it's more of like a Harry Potter world fire truck, because it's like totally crazy but awesome at the same time, because here in a minute this bad boy flies. Now I find this a little bit weird that I can put out big fires with that but not little ones. I have to use my aquamanti for that, but all right, we won't focus on that too much. But right past the big fire, once we put it out, we're gonna go ahead and lift up part of the pet tube, and then we got to dig out the other part. And this gets a little bit questionable here, too, because I know that I need to send a little animal up this, but which one? Does Pidgewiggin work? Let's find out. Yeah, no, I don't know if my timing was really bad, because you can see he's, like, jumping, but it's, like, too high. He's, like, hitting his head. I don't know. But guess what? We got Hermione, who actually has Crookshanks, so we can go ahead and oh, I thought I was gonna get hosed there too, but nope. As it turns out, we can send him up, or her up, and I'm not sure, is Crookshanks a boy or a girl? That's a good question. Regardless, he knocks down the basketball, and we throw it in the basketball hoop, and no shacking a fool for us. We actually made that basket, and we picked up our yellow or Hufflepuff house crest there. So hopefully I'm getting those right. I know one of you guys reached out to me and said it's kind of annoying that you're like not smart enough to know what these are called, and I said, well, you hit it on the nail there, because guess what, I would totally mess this up. If I tried to call them what they really are, I would say it wrong or mess it up or get the wrong one or something. You know how it works. I mean, let's look at Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I mean, come on, that was terrible. But all right, so we have officially got all the pieces that we need to go ahead and build up the rest of this flying fire truck, I guess is what we'll call it. And look at that, we're gonna go ahead and get our squirt on and put out this giant fire on the left hand side. Now you want to do this, of course, before moving over on the right hand side where we just were, because if you advance too far you will actually have to come back and do this. But all right, so we do need a repair guy for the student in peril, as you can see here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I go back and note that. I'm not sure I had repair on the main menu screen. Now I'm sure I talked about it, but I'm not sure I showed it, so I better go back and do that. All right, look at that. We got the student in peril. We turned that frown upside down, and look at that. We are ready to roll out, actually. If you're lacking any studdage, feel free to stick around and milk the area for what it's worth. But we're going to go ahead and keep on keeping on. As you can see, we've got well beyond the requirement for the studdage. But you do need to use our fire truck over here to put out the larger flames. Now, I think you only need to put out one. You can sneak by with just the one, but we put them all out. And we kept on capping on. Now, again, this is free play, so we have removed all of the cutscenes and sped this up. I haven't really talked about that much along the way, but hopefully by now you guys are familiar with that. And if you're new to Happy Thumbs, welcome. And look at that, I went out of my way to switch to Remus, but it turns out my other character was already Remus, so ironic much? I don't know. And hey, look at my notes. I knew that I had to use the scissors, which are in pieces down below there bouncing around, and move past the old snippy snipperoo there. But I saw this dark magic, and I thought, well, gosh, my notes say nothing about this dark magic. There has to be something here. So I removed it with a character. I'm not even sure how I got Mr. What's his name there? I can't even remember. Slytherin, I think. Was it Salazar Slytherin, I think is his name? I don't know. But I think he came with the PS4 Remastered Edition. Again, I'm not 100% sure. But look at this. This is kind of a cool little flying, I don't know if that's a lawnmower or what we got going on. I thought, okay, I got to mow this stuff over. I've seen these before. But now it's kind of like a tractor, but it floats. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and put together the old snip, snipperoo, snip, snipperees, and chop down the bushes and all the trees. And look at that. We've got a nice little passage all the way through. We're going to grab a bluesy down in the front side and keep on keeping on past the old devil snares there because we've got some business at the very end of this path. And look at that. We actually have to get some digging on as we switch on over to Remus. He can go ahead and dig that up. Now, keep in mind Hermione and Crookshanks, and there's plenty of other characters that have the digging ability as well. And yeah, so we got the old Tonks pink suit. I think that's what it was. Yeah, pink coat. My bad. And yeah, we've got that. Now we can go ahead and advance by pulling out Loomis and scaring away these tentacly-like things. And look at that. We've got a nice strong handle. So back to strongman werewolf again. And we're going to rip that off. That was the easy one. Uh-oh, some Death Eaters. We're going to go ahead and, look at this. I try to take him on as a werewolf, and does not work out quite that well. Oh, hey there, Emmett. Yeah, my kitty just, like, climbed up, and he's right here by the microphone, so forgive me if you hear any purrs or any kitty cat banter here, but we're going to keep on keeping on all the way to the right. But instead of going to the final battle in the back, make sure you dig up this Quibbler dispenser over here and pull out your old Spectre specs and get your 3D goggle on. And we're going to backtrack just a little bit, and you might have remembered, I think I did this in the story mode. Now, I know I did it at one point, but I'm not sure it made the final version, because every once in a while I make mistakes and I have to play levels over again, or the game freezes on me. And luckily, I haven't had any freezes in a while, and I actually had a nice little streak going of not making mistakes, so cross my fingers, knock on wood. Hopefully it works out all for the good. And check this out. I have used the apparition point, and then I tried to switch to another character. I actually tried to pull out Loomis, is what I tried to do, and scare those devil snares away, but I ended up apparating again, so that was kind of an embarrassing moment. But really, once you get those devil snares away, you can use Mrs. Cole, or your favorite key character for that matter, to go ahead and pick up the old red or Gryffindor crest piece. So, yeah, we have officially got all of the collectibles for this level, so pat yourself on the back. And we're going to collect a couple studs before rolling out. We do have a final battle with old Bellatrix, and I have to be honest, I didn't do so well here. It kind of takes a little bit longer than it probably should have, and we're going to go ahead and I'll show you that right now. Really, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you wanted to skip the rest of this video and move on to the next video, that would be okay with me. It's really not that bad or embarrassing, but kind of in the middle, I do get owned a little bit by Bellatrix and her, I don't know what spell that is she's casting. I mean, I don't remember a green spell. I guess, yeah, we got a green spell, but it was Animagus? I don't know. Anyhow, well, the way this works is the rule of 3. So she's going to send a few bad guys out to get us. We remove them. Then she'll throw a few things at us after shooting a bunch of spell shots at us. And we, of course, can return the third item back at her, as it is purple, indicating that we can use old Leviosa. I had a little brain fardiosa there for a second. But yeah, okay, so here we go. We got Death Eaters now. Here she is back. She's shooting at us. So in just a second here, she is going to start tossing some more things at us. And I think this is where my downside... No, that's next time. It's next time. Oh, no, it is right here. I take that back. I kind of get in a rhythm. Oh, that was a close one. But look at that. Pow, right in the kissa. And we are down to 1 heart left. And this gets a little overwhelming here. She sends quite a few Death Eaters at us. And I don't remember Buddy's name, but he's shaking us like crazy. And he makes things a little bit more difficult as well. But look at me. I'm just getting zapped and zooped. And oh, no. All right, eventually watch this, she starts tossing things, and I actually missed the first round of this one too, so she tosses all 3 things, and I miss this one. I think, yep, I get picked up, and then I have to switch. It was just bad timing. Timing was off. See what I'm saying? Like, it's not great, it's not terrible, but I do catch this one at the last second. Watch how close this one is. Oh, it was almost in the ground, but nope. Pow, right in the kissa, and I zapped her one last time, and Calgon, take us away. Look at that. House Crest. All right, now, if you you happen to know what the Calgon Take Us Away reference is, you must be as old as I am, and that would be applaudable, I guess. That's right, old people need love too. Haha. All right, so we got all 4 of the House Crest. We got all 3 of the characters that this level had to offer. And of course, we knocked the old True Wizard requirement out the park with our 8x multiplier. And look at that, we are creeping up on 6 Milski. We're going to fall quite a bit short in this particular video, but we're getting there. And yes, like I said, it's going to go fast once we start buying all of those characters and red bricks that are left. And of course, we turned that frown upside down and got rewarded for a gold brick for that, as well as the True Wizard and, of course, the House Crest. So we're up to 68 total, and it's time to return to Diagon Alley. And, to the, hey, you know what this screen means? That's going to wrap it up for Lego Harry Potter, years 5 through 7, level 9, a not-so-merry Christmas free play. And I have to admit, it was pretty easy, and it wasn't too bad. It wasn't not so merry for me. I don't know about you, but getting all those collectibles and saving that student in peril and collecting all those tokens, it felt rather merry to me. If you guys have any questions or comments, of course, head on over to our social pages. They can be found down below in the video description, but we highly encourage you to go over and check out Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, devote, subscribe down below. My words are getting a little bit fumbled up, so good thing this video is coming to a close. Hey, you can always check out HappyThumbsGaming.com as well, and I promise one of these days we're going to get a new intro and a new outro, and who knows, we may even change the theme song. You know, we may depart. What do you guys think? You know, do you guys attached to the do and you like the normal intro? You want us to change it? It's just been the same for so long. I just feel like it's time for some changes. Anyhow, give us some feedback down below or at any of our social pages. Much love from me, as always. Until next time, I won't make you wait, or will I? Is it coming or no? No? What do you think, Emmett? He's still sitting right here. No? Yeah? Slap!